There are moments in deep space exploration when the universe behaves exactly as our equations insist it should. Everything unfolds according to the laws we have written into textbooks and repeated for generations. But then there are the rare, silent moments, moments that do not simply challenge physics, but seem to bend it, distort it, and whisper back in ways that feel almost intentional. According to the narration, Voyager 1, the farthest human-made object ever built, has just experienced one of those moments. For nearly half a century, Voyager 1 has continued drifting farther and farther from Earth, moving beyond the sun's magnetic influence, beyond the protective boundary of the heliosphere, into a region so cold, hostile, and saturated with cosmic radiation that no spacecraft was ever expected to remain operational there. Yet, against all expectations, Voyager continues to transmit data. The narration claims that this time, however, something seemed to answer. It was not described as noise, static, plasma wave interference, or leftover solar emissions. Instead, it was portrayed as a structured, patterned, and responsive signal that behaved as though it were acknowledging Voyager's presence, or perhaps even examining it. The narration compares Voyager to a message in a bottle drifting across a vast cosmic ocean. What supposedly happened next is likened to someone finding that bottle, opening it, and beginning to write back. It introduces the story of how a 45-year-old spacecraft, powered by aging plutonium generators and primitive processes, allegedly encountered something that behaved like an advanced object beyond the boundaries of the solar system, beyond the predictions of modern physics, and beyond anything NASA had anticipated. According to the narration, understanding every stage of Voyager's journey, from Jupiter's storms and Saturn's rings to Uranus's unusual tilt, Neptune's powerful winds, and finally the interstellar void, is essential to appreciating why this new signal is presented as not merely strange, but terrifying. Voyager 1 was never expected to survive this long. When it launched in 1977, its mission was straightforward: reach Jupiter, continue to Saturn, transmit scientific data, capture photographs, and eventually drift silently through space as its instruments gradually shut down. It was intended to be a visitor, not a survivor. Yet what followed transformed a relatively brief planetary mission into the longest-running exploration project in human history. Equipped with a 3.7-meter radio dish, 16 hydrazine thrusters, and radioisotope thermoelectric generators fueled by plutonium that lose power every year, Voyager 1 should, according to the narration, have ceased functioning decades ago. Instead, it remains active more than 155 astronomical units from the Sun, still transmitting, still listening, and still expanding humanity's understanding of deep space. Its 11 scientific instruments were designed for short-term planetary flybys rather than an endless voyage into interstellar space, and many of them have already been powered down. Nevertheless, the few remaining instruments continue collecting valuable scientific data. The spacecraft possesses no modern software, no artificial intelligence, and none of the advanced stabilization systems found on today's satellites. Its memory capacity is even smaller than that of a single digital photograph stored on a modern smartphone. Yet its remarkable endurance, precision, and ability to survive one hazardous region after another have made it one of humanity's most extraordinary ambassadors. According to the narration, Voyager has become far more than a simple space probe. It now serves as humanity's eyes inside a region of space that no human-built object had ever entered before. A place where, as the narration notes, even NASA acknowledged that scientists did not know exactly what to expect. That uncertainty is presented as the reason the alleged anomalous signal is considered so alarming. Everything Voyager had previously revealed, from Jupiter's immense storms and Saturn's moons to Neptune's extreme winds and the structure of the heliopause, had prepared scientists for unexpected discoveries. Yet, according to the narration, nothing prepared anyone for this latest development. The story suggests that Voyager's first real encounter with the unknown actually began much earlier, at Jupiter, long before it entered interstellar space or crossed magnetic boundaries. During its flyby, Voyager observed storms larger than planets, lightning reportedly 10 times more powerful than Earth's, volcanic eruptions on Io ejecting material hundreds of kilometers into space, and radiation belts so intense they nearly overwhelmed the spacecraft's instruments. Jupiter did not merely reveal a dynamic world. It revealed levels of instability, energy, and physical processes that challenged many scientific expectations of the time. Hidden within that turbulent environment, the narration claims, were faint and subtle pulses buried among the swirling storms and electromagnetic activity. These signals reportedly did not match Jupiter's rotation or the expected fluctuations of its magnetosphere. At the time, scientists attributed these anomalies to instrumental noise, data artifacts, or incomplete models. However, the narration suggests that, in light of the newly claimed signal, some engineers have revisited those archived transmissions. It proposes the possibility that Voyager's first encounter with the unknown may not have occurred in interstellar space at all, but during its encounter with Jupiter, where the universe first appeared to produce patterns that humanity could not explain. If those mysterious signals were merely a hint, the narration concludes, then what Voyager reportedly detected 4 decades later might represent the answer. Saturn marked Voyager 1's final planetary encounter, the last world it would ever visit before being permanently sent toward the darkness of interstellar space. Its flyby revealed breathtaking details, from the intricate wave patterns and gravitational resonances within Saturn's rings to Titan's thick, smog-covered atmosphere concealing a mysterious landscape that would not be explored again for many years. According to the narration, Saturn also marked the moment when Voyager entered a unique trajectory that no other spacecraft would follow.